actually in 2012 when I was attacked and the boy was stolen, the Stevenson case, right? I woke up from being mom was dead, right? And I promised myself I would find the guilty ones and investigate for 10 years, something like that. And I did. I've been investigating for 10 years now. And normally, when I investigate it, there are some long cases. Northern Ireland peace process was a pretty long case. And DDR war was also, so I'm used to this. But right now, I can't really handle more crimes. Of course, in daily life, if you see something that's unrightful, it could be a human being in stress or an animal, of course I would do something. But I will not look at more crime. And the detectives, I think they have the data they needed. For example, script letters that might be important, explanations and so on. So I think what they don't have, they can find themselves, because when you're looking at crime, you have to be pretty alert when you're looking for specific things of clues to your case, right? So I'm looking on the clues I have, and then if I find some clues that are interesting, could be a person I have seen, victims or criminal. It could be a method of the criminal behavior or something. So basically, it's a very alert state of mind you have when you're watching crime videos. And also another problem is that lately in Europe, at least, there has been a lot of what you call it, books and podcasts and docudramas and crime TV is, a larger number on YouTube that for 10 years ago. So many of them might be disinforming, so I can't really work it anymore. Not all of that. There's a lot not misinformed, but there's a lot posting. Not There's a lot of people that post like a missing person or a convicted person, but these things are more shaded. It could be that they don't know who did it, and that's mainly what I've been looking at. So there's a lot of people, and because the entertainment business has made data spying, royalty theft and stuff like that, they are also posting things that are useless. So I have to stop watching crime documentary, and I will probably also have to change path in what I'm doing, because it runs you down in some aspect. I have a missing boy in a sort of fraud case in Esbjerg commune, meaning that the police is lying in the case, the council is lying, and my relatives are, not really there. So I don't have a family or country backup. I don't have the backup I need, really, even to address pretty obvious neglect cases is pretty dangerous. If I kind of address and I have the pictures telling about neglect of animals or children or something, it is dangerous. They don't give a shit about the law, and the law don't give a shit about it. So it's pretty nervy sometimes. And you never know if some of these neglect people from children cases or animal cases, they come after you and they might hurt you. So I think I changed path now, and I think I want to do something else. And I think also because I have to move out, and this is the 8th time since 2012, so I might move country, basically, because I've given up on this country. I can't rely on their services and so on. And I'm pretty sure that somebody wants to break me down. And well, I always have, because I'm a veteran, and I know there's some bad people out there, bad systems. And when people are threatening me, and they did threaten me in 2012, and they continuously stalk me on the network and stuff like that, I just get angry. I want to do the same to them. If they copyright my things, copy product my things, I want to, come after them. So there's a certain war going on. You just don't see it. That's the stalking on the network, the piracy, the hackers, the animal abusers, the children abusers. It goes on, and you can't see it, but you kind of feel it. And I think I've given up. I would call Denmark, if I should label a little bit, I would call Denmark at the level at Thailand. You have a strong state interference, but they don't give a shit about drunk young women, missing person, disgusting, things around their food products and stuff. It's really like, it's slum, it's like a ghetto. And there's some good people too, but I don't see them. I don't meet them. I don't get it. When I do like chasse affair to Russia, pretty high up, I was doing like, for example, the barrier of a Danish royal in Russia. And I was the one that made the ways and stuff, and also in the Wade Sea, Denmark. I did work on that, but I was never paid. So basically, you got a lot of good people. They might think I have been paid, and they might want to invite me out, but it doesn't go further than I didn't get the money. I didn't get the invitation. And I'm not stepping up passing by some government building and say, hey, did I get an invitation? Because I don't think I did. So basically, I think in a way, they are not going further than they were in the 30s and 40s. I mean, they don't really understand human being. They don't understand that they trash me and they abuse me like a Nazi would, Just slavery work and getting beaten up every time you protest. So I have really nothing good to say about it anymore. There's some sweet people, and there's a lot of people suppressed. There's a lot of people that never speak about these things because they are afraid they will lose their work, they will maybe lose their bank, and so there's a lot of suppression. And because I'm from where I am, I don't put up with it. I want to fight, and I'm a fighter. And that's why I'm a veteran. And if you don't like that, get out of my way. And I would say this about my son, there might be more ID. We realized that even I might have an old ID from somewhere else. There is actually a crime called Kirsten, and if you change a little bit in the passport, you might change it a whole lot, right? So I don't really know what's up and down in that. And the police, apparently they don't think DNA is brilliant in this case, because you could just DNA 4 generations and you will have all the answers you need. But they don't like the DNA test. They don't really like to work, I think. There's a lot of this is, I was giving in some pictures and there's clearly something wrong. They're from 60s, 70s, and they're black, white, and they're original. Never heard about it. I copied a lot. It cost me 1,000 krona, which is $100 or something that I didn't have, but I thought it was important. And those copy I gave to Ribe police. And there are some photos I'll show you at the YouTube. It looks like the Scout massacre, and they didn't react on it. So and they didn't react about I was attacked, I'm hacked, my son's case is, fraud. They just don't work. So if you look up and look at this case, Australian corrupted police, British corrupt the police, and now we have this Esbjerg corrupt the police. I'm very sad to criticize the good police people. I knew a very good policeman, Jesper Ek the Handsome, which I fought together with in Pleking again. So, but it's like there's some few good people and they can't change the whole thing. And I am fed up with all your crimes and the lack of support and the money and stuff like that. So I'm out. I'm simply out, and I'll probably go deep down some organic farming or horse trade, whatever. I will get out of the place because they don't like me,